still have to put in a code, right?
Yeah.
The live now is just like we're just going for it.
Yeah, that's what.
Event is if you want to like have like throw up the thumbnail and like have it in title and do all the metadata beforehand.
You
They're
still
also
can do that when you just go live now.
Mhm.
It's pretty good.
they also haven't phased out the event thing, but I know they're going to.
That's my favorite thing about YouTube is they're like we've added new features. That being said, if you want to use the old features, we totally understand. I'm like that doesn't sound like you're very confident in the new features.
My favorite thing is like we set up this entire new backend and we're gonna make you use it starting now, but it doesn't do these 10 things that you know other things to
It's
do.
so bad.
If you want to do those 10
You
things,
go, but I
like,
need this. So I need to do this one thing. You go, you understand?
yeah,
Can you just put that back
just
in?
email this person, they'll get you the thing you need. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
No, they won't.
Yeah, it is someone reinventing a car, and then they're like, "It's great. I love what you've done. Where do I sit?" They go, "Shit. People sit. That's right."
Is there a shortcut that can swap like YSGT launch again?
Because the other one may be listed as the main.
Yeah. So Alt Tab, right click.
Yeah, the main display got switched. So
There you go, and then there's
hit
the
identify first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to go scroll down and make this my main display.
Yeah. There it is. Is that all box on there?
Aha. Thank you.
Yes.
So now if I open it,
No.
it's hard. No, I gotta close it.
You can use Alt Tab it.
Oh, too late.
Oh.
Oh wait.
If you
If you hit the Windows key and the arrow buttons, I think moves that stuff around. But
Windows and Shift or there. Well, that's almost it. If you hover on that, Lawrence taught me this a while ago. I still barely remember it. It's like you hover it. You know, he knows he's like a robot. You know.
Yeah.
You hover over it and then you hit Shift Windows key left arrow. It's close.
No, not quite.
It's almost
Oh,
there.
you're trying to move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just have
Just
to close
You
it.
can
Close
just
it.
you can Alt F4 and
Yeah.
it'll just open on the main display. Hopefully.
is it? Are you actually streaming though? Have you checked?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Oh yeah.
robot.
Cool.
Shouldn't be wrong.
Our chats.
All right. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Can you take a look and just make sure the audio's all good and stuff?
Oh, like on the stream.
Yeah. You okay? You good? Put your back.
It's my microphone, bitch.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Sorry.
I think actually.
I'm only
Hot
recording
protected,
this
I
for
was saying
Justin
Ryan's is on as
because he asked me to.
I think we set it up that way so that one's
That's
not
the only reason.
moved.
Let the record show.
Oh.
Let the audio record show that that's the only reason I'm recording it.
Yes. I mean, there's no wrong.
This is
Right. Hey, little girl,
Hot
smile for your picture.
protected and it's
Stay
not-
parfait.
Just pop the card out. So, who keeps protecting the card?
I don't know.
It must be an accident. There's a little slider on the side
Oh,
there.
it's just locked.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't know.
it's happening by accident.
I assume someone's just like, oh, touchy.
I've had those locks break a million times.
And controller. There you go.
Yes. We did it. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, pretty clever, huh? Those are all the correct mics, right? Yeah.
GTA hang time. Ryan, you should slide over to your right more.
Oh yeah.
My right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine on it.
Yeah, you're good.
Ryan just has some space there.
He's got a little bit. I mean, as long as you're comfy and you can see.
I'm very comfy, yeah.
Yes.
I can see. Alrighty.
Is that Drew Carey?
He's back.
Drew Carey on the loading screen?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't do the video
Clap.
sync.
Oh snap.
We
Well,
can wait until the thing loads and then we can do it, right?
Yeah.
oh, I haven't done that yet. What is that?
It's just a video on the desktop.
Okay.
It's John Smith's Mad Dream.
Yeah. Did you sync that controller, or do we need to?
I
don't
think
know.
it's synced.
synced.
I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. That's the one of those Gears ones that was sitting on the charger.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if it's been synced to the PC yet.
True.
It's synced to something.
It's on.
I think it is synced to the PC
Yeah.
because I was testing games in here.
An Xbox in someone's office just went on. The hidden
That's
one
what-
under
yeah.
Jacob's desk that he secretly plays with his left foot.
There has to be an easier way for like I have an Elite controller and I'm going to use it on PC, but and also on Xbox. I'm just going to I'll use it on PlayStation if I could. But
Yeah.
like there has to be an easier way to turn on the controller without it turning on the Xbox. Because
when I play on PC, just leave it wired if I'm using a controller, and that way it's always gonna just function with the PC.
Yeah.
Because I figure with PC, you're always right in front of it.
Sometimes you find yourself in the left wing of your house, and then you go, but the console is on the right wing.
Left wing.
With my
The left wing.
My
Yes.
house also has
and-
several
and then
wings.
my butler Jeggings must come over, and he gets upset because he has to reset the breakers because the house is 1,000,000 years old.
But Master Kovic, you left it on the wrong wing.
And I go, Jeggings! And I hit him.
If I was
paid him to do that.
super rich, I would have my butler dressed in very expensive clothes, but I would wear cheap clothes. So if someone broke in to try and kidnap the rich guy, it'd be him.
I mean, you're also paying him to die for you.
It's true.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
know that.
I know.
You don't have to pay him for it if he doesn't know it.
All right. Are we ready? Is there audio coming in?
No.
That might be a problem there. Tab that out.
Several
If you do
curious
have a whole
mysteries.
staff of people at your mansion.
Oh, it's muted. It
Like,
appears.
can you
It is muted.
just put on plays with them
There
and
we go.
stuff?
So now
we don't
move,
need that.
Yeah,
That's bad. Get rid of that.
move your
Okay.
microphone
And I also have seen
closer to
Watchmen.
the speakers, like
Yeah,
pretty
just-
close, and then
yeah.
turn up
I
the
haven't seen
audio.
Watchmen,
Like
actually.
there was good.
It's fine.
In
And
the
then
middle.
the little audio dial in front of you, in front of the keyboard,
Yeah, the speaker.
or
Little,
the physical device beneath. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just
Turn that up.
slide the slider all the way up.
yeah,
Oh
Okay.
boy, and then just double click that video and then cover your ears.
yeah.
Funhaus.
Okay,
There we go. Now it should be
We are-
synced, and then this will be clap.
excellent.
There.
That's
And then
cool.
we should try and remember to do that at the end, and then that
Yes.
that works.
Start and the end. Play that video.
We should be
Focus.
synced. Songs
We should be sung.
Are you sick too?
I'm getting over a cough.
Come on, guys. How many of you got flu shots?
At some point in my life, I
No. Did you get a flu shot within the last calendar year? I'm going to say 6 months.
No.
Is that 6 months?
No.
I don't. Yeah.
Alana?
No.
Adam?
I'm not sick.
It doesn't matter. It's preventative.
I'm not sick.
You don't know if you're sick
Here-
sometimes.
here's
You
the
just
thing.
pass it.
I did walk into a
This is Jenny
CVS.
McCarthy's fault.
Well, yes, I listened to her. She's my idol. She's my goop.
Mm-hmm.
So I did walk into the CVS and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get a flu shot. They're right there, like $5. And they said, they're on their lunch. It was 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, when do they get back? They're like, kind of whenever they want. So I went, oh, okay. Well, I'll go shopping. And if they're not here, I guess I won't get it. And then I just never got
But
it.
how often do you go to a CVS?
fault.
Like
all the time.
all the time.
All the time. Just go to the back and say, give me a flu shot.
I did.
It's harder to not get a flu shot. Guys, get a flu shot. When I got mine, they gave me a coupon for free
You're
ice
right.
cream.
You're right. When you're right, you're right. You've convinced me.
Herd
I'm fucking up.
immunization. It's the only way to protect us.
Okay.
Okay? It's the only way.
Can you keep your politics out of GTA for once?
Not political. This is like climate change. Not political, baby.
I'll make it political. Anything.
Well, you know,
Give
if you
it to
look
me.
at some of the
Irishman?
studies on these vaccines, James, I don't know if you've.
Yeah.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah, I have.
No, say it now while we're live.
What?
Tell me.
No, go ahead.
I mean, there's just there's just some.
Uh-huh.
We can talk about
Are you
it.
gonna
no,
say,
go for it,
You're
go
gonna
for
say, just not all at once.
Yeah, you know,
Ryan, I don't know what you're running for, but I'll vote for you. Keep saying things.
dog catcher, baby.
My favorite
2020.
politicians' press releases, they're always like, we'll talk about it later. We can talk about this in private. They just refuse to answer any questions.
I just want to bring back that surgery where they were drilling up into our heads and giving us lobotomies to let the demons out, and then people couldn't feel things anymore. Bring it back.
Bring back leeches, baby.
You combine
I
a
love
bunch
that
of
movie.
things.
Suck
Yeah.
me.
What? Suck me?
Leeches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
want
gotta
them.
get the bad blood out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
That
Thank
I do
you.
agree with. I'm a libertarian medical person.
I knew we'd find common ground.
So
James.
I believe you should get immunized,
Uh-huh.
but I also think you should clean that blood with leeches every
Right.
once
So
in a
that
while.
was like, what was it, Prince Henry when he went into the sewer? He got flung off his horse. Then he flew into all the sewage, and then they're like, he's dying. Let's let his blood out. Must let the bad blood out, and he's just sitting there bleeding, and the body's going, "What are you doing?"
He's getting
What are you-
weaker.
Yeah.
Yes, the body must get weaker before it regains its strength.
The fact that Irish actor who played him survived in The Tudors blows my mind. Anyone watch
Jonathan
it?
Rhys Davies.
He's a dream.
Oh wait, no, that's Gimli.
I don't know his name because after
Something like that.
after Mission Impossible, we never saw him again. So
You know the movie with the sexy women? I think one of them's called like Baby Doll or something.
Sex
Sucker
and the City.
Punch?
Sucker Punch. I always forget because that's the name of the game studio.
He said Sex in the City.
Isn't the plot of that movie sort of like something to do with lobotomies?
Yes.
It
The whole
is?
movie takes place within one hammer by John Hamm in a lobotomy.
John
yes.
Hammer.
John Hammer.
This is you know what? I don't care. I have no clout with our audience as a cinephile, so I'm just gonna say it. I'm a Sucker Punch apologist.
What?
Yes. I don't care who cares.
You're a sucker for Sucker Punch, huh?
Will the
Nice.
Snyder Cut fans rally behind you or against you?
I don't know. Oh, is this?
Oh,
was
yeah.
you,
It's a
I
death
have.
match.
I own the Snyder Cut because the theatrical version was like two hours or so. Theatrical version was like 2 hours or so, but then there's a long version that's really long. And it adds so many scenes. That being said, everyone loves Oscar Isaac now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what he was in before he was in Star Wars
Sucker
and Beloved?
Punch.
He was
Drive.
in Sucker Punch.
Oh.
He was in Sucker Punch?
he was great.
He was a mean hospital guy, right?
Yeah, well, depending on your perspective, he was either a mean hospital guy or a pimp.
Were they also Nazis
What?
in
There
Sucker
was- it
Punch?
was-
there
I
was
don't-
World War
I
II
remember
stuff
being,
in it.
There was
being very
I think
confused.
it was World War One stuff.
It was everything and nothing.
Oh God, they're everywhere.
Pre-Nazi. Well, I know
They're
there
everywhere.
were hot
They're all around
women
me.
fighting crimes, I think.
Yeah, it was all hallucination.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest shortcoming of the movie is like, it's a hallucination of a hallucination of a hallucination. Okay, you're not Inception. You're not that smart.
We got to start this video somewhere. It's National Sucker Punch Day, right, Alana?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone.
Who's
Who's your favorite Sucker Punch? Mine's the blonde one.
I don't know. 'cause-
I love
Mine's
the
Only
Jamie
one I
Chung.
remember.
Oh, I was going to say, she was the little girl in the original series, Unfortunate Events.
You're right.
So it's a little weird if you find her attractive.
I had a really funny Sucker Punch viewing experience.
Okay.
Go on.
I was walking down the street with my friend Adam, and then we walked by the DGA, and there was all these people walking in.
That's the Directors Guild of America for those of you who
and there were
are
people
Thank you, I
walking
didn't know
in
that.
looked like really nice, and then we're like, oh, let's just see if we can like go in, and we crashed the event they were throwing. We didn't know what it was. They were having hors d'oeuvres and stuff, but they were all going into a movie theater. And when we got there, they go, "Thank you for coming to the Australian, the LA Australian Cinephile Club, the all screening of Sucker Punch."
Were they also making up the words
It sounded
as they
like,
said?
well, I was the voice that you're doing sounds like someone who got immunized.
There was a bunch of Australians in Sucker Punch apparently, and then they were all there to show off the movie.
What's strange about that? We like films too. We have.
Oh yeah, you're
we have films down
Australian.
there.
I completely forgot.
Actually,
How did that make you feel? I'm genuinely curious.
are you being genuine?
I just thought you talked
It's
funny.
cool now that you.
Would you not have made fun
reminded
of
me
my
that.
people if you had remembered that?
Oh, well, I would have done the same accent regardless. Just that's my Australian. It's not offensive
Bad
accent,
regardless.
Why
right?
were they watching Sucker
No, we're
Punch?
white. It's fine.
Who?
Maybe they're a fan,
The
just
DGA?
like me.
Yeah, but would you say it was a group of Australians?
Because there's Australians in the movie. A bunch of the actresses are.
Really?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've only seen it on
So
mute.
you don't know this, Alana? What the
I mean,
fuck?
yeah,
How
How
do you not
Australian?
know
My
what
proud
all
nation.
Australians do?
God.
It is girt by sea.
I mean, the movie was shot on a green screen. Where? We don't
No,
know.
it wasn't. Come on.
What do you mean?
Some of it was.
That
but
shit
not
was real, dude. That
Most
shit
of it,
was
they built
fucking
a
real.
fucking asylum and everything. There's
Sure.
a lot of real stuff in
Okay.
that movie.
So
Most of that's what pissed people off about it.
Do you know how
is they
long
were
it-
like
yeah.
they were like, oh my gosh, this movie looks so cool, and then 90% of it was just them talking in an insane asylum.
You know how long it took him to build that giant robot bunny rabbit thing? It was fucking.
It was
like,
probably in a computer. So
I have forgotten a lot
No.
about this film.
TurboSquid.com. I don't know.
Oscar Isaac's in it. John Hamm is in it.
Yep.
Apparently, there's
Well,
a giant robot
In
bunny.
your defense, John Hamm was cut from most of the theatrical version.
Okay,
he
that's-
has a big scene where he tries to get a blowy in the Snyder cut, but fails.
Why would anyone ever cut John Hamm out of anything?
I don't know. There's a weird mystique to it in
Hmm.
the theatrical version. Apologist, but then in the regular version, why did no one get on the back of this truck and
dies.
help me?
Sometimes
Someone
less
tried, but you
ham
drove
is
away.
more, Alana.
I don't know if that's true, Ryan.
Funny thing, that movie got shit on because everyone's like, "Ah, it's just women being sexy. There's not a single sexy shot in that whole movie.
Oh yeah. Well, they
There's,
put,
like,
they put a lot of makeup on women inside of an insane asylum.
and they wear mini
yeah.
skirts.
Well, they were like, she dances until you come.
Is that a part?
Well, she can distract anyone with the power of her dance.
Oh.
Except that instead of showing her dancing, they go and they show a metaphorical representation of her dancing was just an excuse for Zack Snyder to make a bunch of movies he would never be able to go on to make. So it's her as a samurai person. It's them trying to stop a future train in a future world. It's a World War I versus German zombies.
They're called motifs, James. They're very thematically important to the film.
Yeah, don't have to tell me.
It's not just Zack Snyder making things that he couldn't make. Okay, it was him writing his masterpiece, his magnum opus. It's his Citizen Kane.
He didn't know at the time he wasn't going to make them, but that's because he hadn't made Batman v Superman yet.
Ryan, you really learnt a lot from the Australian Association of Sucker Punch fans.
I had a great time with the whole
I want to know what
Australian
happened to
gang
my
there.
invite.
Oh, you were.
I feel like I should have been invited to that thing. I'm at least
no.
2/3 of
The
it.
only
Is that
Sucker
what your
Punch
2030
apologist.
and
You had to fly to Australia to go to the U.S. screening.
Oh,
that
I
they were
see.
having.
I
Like,
see.
Hey, everyone, welcome. Zach says this is the this has the deleted scene with the blowy, as most of his movies do, such as in 300 with the cut sex scene, Batman vs Superman, where Clark sucks off
300 had a
Bruce in the
cut
bathroom.
sex scene?
Was it cut or was that in the
No,
movie?
it's in it. Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
Yeah, I think it's in
also Zack Snyder.
Yes.
Also, when the dad from Modern Family has sex in Dawn of the Dead. Zack Snyder has great sex scenes. Remember
I
when
never
the
thought
two
about it, but you're
Marthas
right.
get together and scissor it out
Yeah.
in
My
Batman v
favorite part.
Superman?
One of them's dead,
The
still
Dr.
hot.
Manhattan sex scene is one of my favorite sex scenes ever. When
Great
he was
sex
like
scene.
in the other room.
That
Yeah,
always
yeah.
frustrated me because she complains about it. What's wrong with you? He's like playing with her hair and giving her a foot massage at the same time.
She'd rather be the guy who can't get it up.
She wants all of his
God.
attention.
Something about emotion. I don't know.
Rubbish. Take the foot massage, you
Yeah.
idiot.
I always like my favorite thing, which is from the graphic novel, is when she's got like a finger in her mouth. She's like, "You taste like batteries," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. And then he goes, thanks. He's in the other room. She goes, hey.
I wish. The thing is, how would you feel if you were having a three-way with Dr. Manhattan, but not in the other room? He's working on some new technology that's going to change the way the world works. He's just quietly jerking off. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. But you're also,
You're having sex with me,
I
but
feel
you're
like that's a compliment unless he's watching porn and whatever he's watching is a woman who looks very different to you.
He's looking-
Yeah,
I let
yeah.
him do whatever he wanted to.
He's looking in
to
the
me.
mirror, but it's a vision of him on Mars sitting alone.
yeah. He has a porn magazine that he manifested with his mind, but the pornography is
Gay.
just no, not even.
Oh.
It's just images of him not having sex with you.
Oh, what is it?
That's it. It's like the two of you sitting reading.
Oh,
That
okay.
would hurt
something.
my
Yeah.
feelings.
But Rorschach's like in the background.
Yeah. And I'll say no. Wow, you did a really good job getting up there.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Well, you got to drive like a warthog, you know. It's.
Are you driving or shooting?
I am
He's
driving.
driving.
They
Are you
they do
driving?
control like warthogs, right?
Not as bad, no. That car just appeared. I thought there was going to be someone in there. What are we doing talking about the game? This is stupid. It's
Sorry.
about
Yeah,
Yeah, who
Watchmen.
cares about that? Talk about how Dr. Manhattan would be amazing in bed and she's an idiot for not taking
Yeah,
it.
I
Isn't
agree.
he like also doing the
Did you-
dishes? What an idiot.
Yeah, I think he was also doing their taxes somewhere in the
God.
background too.
Perfect
and then,
man.
Yeah, he balanced the checkbook.
Alana, did you watch the show?
Yeah, but I actually haven't seen the last episode because I couldn't see it in Australia.
Oh, okay.
So everything but the final episode.
I think my favorite scene in the whole series is when Silk Spectre pulls out her giant Dr. Manhattan dildo.
I wanna
It's like
see
the
this.
size of like an elephant's trunk.
yeah,
Is that
she like
bright
looks
blue?
at
Does
it
that happen?
sadly.
Yeah.
I
that
haven't seen it
actually
yet.
happens. Yeah.
She's like, am I really going to do this again?
Man. And that's how she remembers him?
No, she remembers him in other ways.
What
but,
channel is this on?
It's
PBS.
HBO. Yeah, she. I think it's also chilled or something.
It's
Oh,
it's weird.
God.
It's like in
Yeah.
a suitcase, a specialty
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan jerk off suitcase. Did you spawn into an object?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
my life.
Oh. You broke GTA.
I didn't. The game.
Try roll.
Yeah. Was it aimed down
Oh,
sights?
you got
Oh.
through.
Well.
Oh, you're popping.
Okay, you might die.
There you go.
Ah,
Okay.
we did
Ah,
it.
like Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Just like Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be able to do that with teledildonics in the future. You
I mean,
know,
you can do it now, right?
like
I know what you. So you just made sounds, but I think I know what they mean. It's like telemedicine, but with dildos.
teledildonics.
Teledildonics.
It's remote controlling, dildos and sex toys and stuff. But the thing about it, if you're the Dr. Manhattan of sex toys and you like program this amazing, like everyone has their own fleshlight thing that they hooked up to the computer, and it's like, oh, try this Dr. Manhattan's pleasure twirl, you know, and then you do it, and everyone tries, and it's like, oh my god, and it's like you're kind of fucking them, but through the remote internet network.
Well, this only matters to me if there's a social media aspect.
Exactly.
So like you see how many people have downloaded your user profile, and they can rate it with a thumbs
like
up
those
or a
Instagram
thumbs down.
filters,
Exactly.
but it's for sex
Well,
toys and how much they
I
vibrate.
mean, James had a moment this week. We did the Void, the VR
VR thing.
experience.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Super cool.
Oh, well,
I've
I've
done
done a
that.
couple of them,
Yeah.
but this one was the best.
This is the
Okay.
first time where I saw the future, like the true future, because we did Jumanji, and James was Jack
dude.
Black.
Oh, you tell it. We're gonna.
I don't know if
Let
I
me
wanna-
set it up in a funny way.
You said it. Okay, go ahead.
We did Jumanji, and in Jumanji, instead of like the Star Wars one, you're just all stormtroopers. But in Jumanji, you assume the role of the 4 main characters of Jumanji.
The new Jumanji.
The new one.
Okay.
Yeah, not the children, and then.
Yeah, you're David Allen Greer, Robin Williams, the dad.
So you don't get to choose. But when we popped in, Elise was Karen Gillan.
Oh.
And she's got her midriff shirt. She's Nebula or not. She's pretty cute. And it's like, oh well, wow, fantasy come true. And Elise was like, oh my gosh, this is also a fantasy come true for me because you're Jack Black.
First thing Elise tried to do, she looked in. There's a mirror, and she tried grabbing her own boobs.
yeah.
And the thing would glitch out.
Yeah.
But then James goes, "It works for me."
I was like, let me try. And I'm going, coming to yeehaw! It was a shame. We did it, and the whole time we were thinking, if there is a way to get a VR camera, like the cameras that film in VR. They
Yeah.
basically have another person that'll film the virtual
only
world
because we went with our very tall friend who's 6'8", and he got Kevin Hart's character, and it scales accordingly. So we had a really tall
giant Kevin Hart coming at us.
with deadlight eyes from it for some reason.
That's gotta ruin the
And he would just
immersion.
run at you.
Yeah.
I don't think, but he would have big thighs and then very tiny
It was
legs.
it was hilariously terrifying, and
Yeah.
I was like a 6 foot tall Jack Black, but I tried to slump over and do it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And I was average size rock.
Anyway, at some point we need to get someone. Also, when that happened, I was like, "Oh my god!" I just realized now someone that works for Void has gone in with their significant other and fucked as stormtroopers.
So, Alana, how do I run?
Oh, you tap A, my dude. There
Look
you
at him
go.
go.
But I mean, the Void, I imagine, also probably has someone who is looking at a screen of everything that's happening
Yeah.
at all times as
Oh, yeah.
well. But
Oh,
you just forget
100%.
that when
Well,
you're in VR.
More than that, there's a guy following you. Because,
Wait, they follow you?
Yes.
Wait,
because
Oh, no.
You're
during-
walking on a track or something?
Well, you're in like a maze.
It's basically.
Oh, I don't like that. I've definitely touched a butt in VR.
It's.
Well, no.
and
so
they've
there's
just seen me.
we did we did the Jumanji one, and before we started, the guy says, "Just remember, the monkeys are your friends." And we're
Yeah.
like, "What a weird thing to say."
Yeah.
And then there's a part where they go, "The monkey has
Great work, Ryan.
stolen the scepter.
Great
He's
work.
giving it to you." And you realize that there's a human holding it.
Yeah.
But our friend, the giant
that's a
Kevin
teammate.
Hart, started yanking it. And because there's been enough drunk people who have probably punched the monkeys.
Yeah.
So
please don't punch the monkeys.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
that monkey was just
Yeah.
nice job.
Thank
Wow,
you
that
very
was,
much.
What the fuck happened? Did
How
they
was
get
that so quick?
1,000
I think
kills?
it was probably only sent to like 10 kills or something.
Oh, yeah, I might have had it set to 10.
That's
Wow.
it. You want to go again, Ryan?
Yeah. You were doing a great job. You shot the ground,
Shooting
and
at
then a
the ground,
teammate.
I killed somebody.
We didn't win.
Yeah, you may
I
have.
didn't kill anyone.
Let me update that.
So anyway, people are having sex in VR.
Well, yeah.
We're getting
I,
close.
well, I can't wait. The future's here already. 2020, baby.
well, I remember-
I'm so excited to go do Jumanji VR. That sounds great.
Well, what was it? 2 years ago, they did Blade Runner 2049, and I was like, oh, interesting. You get this hot French model or whatever she is to go over Mackenzie Davis.
You mean Anna de Armas?
Where's she from?
Cuba?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one. She's
France is close.
I don't know. She looks like just anything.
What
Like
do I
she
have
could
to
just be like
do?
future person, where she's like, this is what all beautiful people will look like in the future.
Keep talking.
Kind of like ethnically ambiguous.
Keep talking.
Either way, she's gorgeous. But it's like Mackenzie Davis, good looking. But what if we put a 3D render over her? And it's like, I guess that's sort of insulting to poor Mackenzie Davis.
No, she's just a prostitute.
Yeah. But you had a similar moment. It was just the trash version where
Yeah,
we're
it
wearing
was a
giant
lifeless-
backpacks.
It was a lifeless Karen Gillan who was just doing this and couldn't touch her own breasts, and I was like, "This is my fetish."
This VR is the best VR in
and
the
me,
world.
and me also being
Yeah.
Jack Black was another.
Oh,
While
eat
Kevin
your
Hart and The Rock
soul.
watched you do it. Yeah. This is the future.
You'd look over and you'd see giant Kevin Hart, and tiny by comparison,
Yeah.
The Rock staring at you with the dead lights in their eyes.
Well, Kevin Hart's fighting with a monkey trying to take his saber.
It's basically the perfect romantic getaway.
Yeah.
My sister will only refer to The Rock as Dwayne Johnson, and it actively infuriates me.
I didn't know you had a
Am I in
sister.
the wrong? I do, yeah.
That's his takeaway.
But she always says Dwayne Johnson. I'm like, it's just say The Rock, and she won't do it.
I've
Maybe.
never
Am I
heard-
the asshole?
That's the first
No,
time.
you're definitely not the
Thank you.
asshole.
Huh.
Maybe she only knows him from his film career.
Yeah,
And wait,
as
and
The
you
Rock.
Think, and you think it's that you should always call The Rock Dwayne Johnson?
No, you should
No.
always call him The Rock.
Why?
Or Dwayne
That's-
the
Or
Rock
Dwayne
Johnson.
The Rock Johnson.
I think Dwayne Johnson just sounds wrong.
So if you
What's
were
his name,
okay,
though?
here's the thing. He's the nicest guy in the world. He will sign and take a picture of you no matter what. And
Oh,
say
hell yeah.
you were talking to somebody and he walked past you. Would you go, Dwayne?
Johnson.
I go, Rock, sign my
Yeah,
Rock.
say The
I go,
Rock.
I go,
I give him my
Mr.
basketball.
Maivia. That's what you do.
This is a
How do I get in? How do I get in?
You press Y. It's a bit late now, though, maybe. No, they might be waiting for you.
Oh,
They're waiting for
Oh, that's...
Car waits for no man.
Okay, yeah. Go the other side.
Press Y.
Other
Oh,
side.
you gotta be
yeah.
by a door.
Just
Why is
run
the
around
yellow
and press
button?
Y. Press Y.
Let me in.
Yeah, you got it.
Cool.
You
All
got
right,
it.
let's go, everybody.
Oh, you.
Man.
Oh,
You're getting
you're
to
in the
shoot.
chart. What happened to the
oh, that's
hat?
me.
No, it's
Holy
Look
fine.
at you. This is what like roller coasters are like now.
Yeah, I don't know
Fuckers.
why The Rock didn't go by Rocky Maivia. You died immediately.
Oh, isn't that his dad?
That was his name when he started.
Oh, okay.
James, do you
Wrestling's
know anything
interesting.
about that wrestling subplot that's happening right now where, like, there was a marriage, but then, like,
Oh,
it turned
yeah.
out that one of them was a lesbian?
I don't know details other than it's like
Fucking
Lana and Rusev and then I don't know. There's a lot of trashy wedding. Anytime a wedding is taking place in a sports entertainment arena, you know it's going to be trash.
Oh, this is a fake wedding. Or
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
It's a
real,
storyline.
Adam.
Well,
Definitely
well,
real.
I mean, we went
They're
to bar
in love.
We went to bar wrestling, and there was a proposal, but that was real.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it was for the show, but it was so yeah, I know. I mean, the dude also looked like a cartoon. It was amazing. So good for all.
Wait,
of
he
them.
was a wrestler who genuinely proposed during wrestling?
Yes,
Huh.
and like I thought it was fake, and then any bit of research saw he's like proposed my fiance. I'm so happy. He's like, oh, good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's cute, and it was.
What's it
Brian
called?
Cage.
Kayfabe?
Is that his name? Brian Cage, big guy.
Kayfabe, yes. Kayfabe is when you're in character.
All the time?
I mean, for the purposes, something is kayfabe if you got married, but you're not actually getting married. If you're like, I can't wait to go home with my husband tonight, and you
But it
kiss
couldn't
the-
be that he took the kayfabe so far that he did it in real life?
No.
Got it, bummer. Not
I've been
kayfabe.
kayfabing this whole time.
There's, I
As
mean,
what?
I'm
there is a-
British.
there-
In reality, good to meet you all fondly.
Not convinced, sir.
What?
Not convinced.
I'm
I
from
want to
London.
hear your strokey Australian again.
Yeah.
I'm from the bush. Outback Steakhouse is not how it really is. It's not authentic. I'm from the real Outback.
Oh.
I
You somehow
Got Middle
traveled the
Eastern?
planet. That was amazing. Have you ever seen that woman on YouTube who goes through every accent
I
through
am
the
from
world?
the real Outback.
You did that, but it was rougher.
That was a whole new world to see.
I've never heard him go from Scottish to what was that?
I definitely think there
Cloud
was
Atlas.
something
Australian
Middle
the
Eastern in
entire
there.
time.
Well,
Man.
you said Bush well,
Thank
Yeah.
you.
so
That was
You bloke.
well, I'd be a
You
Sheila.
blokey mate.
I would be a Sheila, my good sir.
You
I
blokey matey bogan.
I went to a bar like my second night home in Australia, and I'm just gonna ask you guys
Nope.
what you think this phrase means. So I
Oh
order a
my
cider,
God.
and she's like, "We serve it in a wine glass instead of in a regular like cup, because it's a bit how you going."
It's a bit how you going.
Yeah, what do you think that means?
Bit how you
It's
go.
just how it
Spit how you
is.
gone.
It's just how it is,
We
dude.
serve it in a wine glass and not a cup because it's a bit how you going.
Yes.
This is how
Phrase
it
I
is. It's
had
a bit how
forgotten
you
about
going.
since I
Get the
moved.
fuck out if you don't like it,
Bit how you
okay?
going.
I'm gonna say it's a busy night, and that's just the way things are right now.
I'm gonna say it has something to do with like the quantity of the drink, like because it's really strong, and so they have to serve it in smaller portions.
That is correct. How you going technically means
What?
like if you say something's a bit how you going, it would be like a lot or it can be bad, like depending on how you say it. Like a bit how you going, it would be average. But she's like, it's a bit how you going, as in like it's intense or it's like a lot.
It could be nonsense, but is it because if someone's like drunk stumbling down the street, they're like, "How you going, mate?" Like you're more likely to approach that person and say, "How you going?" So the attribute is "How you going."
I don't think it's often related to alcohol. Like it
okay.
would most commonly be used to
God,
mean
that was
like
my
something
chance.
is fine or something is bad. Like you'd be like, "Hey, a bit how you going?"
Interesting.
Like it's like, yeah, it's not ideal
like
type thing.
like it's intense.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
That's what she meant by
Okay.
that in that context, but it would vary depending on how you say it.
Loser! Over here!
Did you kill someone?
I
then?
suck!
The mic is blown out.
Which one?
Me?
Just you.
I was just screaming.
Should I just
Sorry.
Yeah, well, he was shouting,
Are peop-
"Loser!"
Is anyone in chat complaining about mics being too
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they
okay.
always
I'm not
complain.
looking, but I'm going to say
loud? No, I can
yes.
turn it down here. That's fine.
No, no.
So,
one
I'm
seems to be
sorry if I'm
complaining
blowing your ear.
For literally the first time ever.
Oh,
So
well,
that's
he's
cool.
touching things.
No, he's doing it anyway.
It's
All
fine.
right.
It's just blown out red. It's fine.
Who would like this? That knows what
Lana
they're
should
doing.
probably. Yeah.
I think we hit episode
one?
1 there.
That was
Well,
one
we've
of my
only been recording
worst
for 27
showings
minutes.
yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's not a bit how you going yet.
not yet, not yet. It's almost a bit how you go.
Loose interpretation.
That's not a bad idea.
Loose interpretation.
I like my interpretations to be tight.
Oh, okay.
Mm, Didn't love the pause after that. Wasn't a huge fan of that.
Good day, mate.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
good night,
We're
mate.
getting there.
How you go?
I mean, it's teetering on offensive, but
No,
Hey,
I want
Lana,
to be
am I offending you?
loud.
Be honest.
You speak for all women and all Australians.
Always, Ryan. Always.
Alana, that's not the right answer.
Yeah, but I'm a woman. I'm constantly offended.
Ooh, she speaks for all women and all
Fucking
Australians.
That's how it works.
It's true. It is true.
Sorry.
Okay,
Apologize
they're now
to
definitely
all
saying the mics are
Australians
too
and all
quiet.
women.
now that you wait.
Too quiet, huh?
But I don't know if we can trust them.
Yeah, it's because we asked the question. And now
Yeah.
It's pretty high, so I don't know.
somewhere
Guess we'll
out there
find out.
is someone who has they have their phone, but their phone is propped up on the left wing of their house, and they're on the right wing of their
Right.
house, and they go, "It's too quiet." So
I just know, maybe it was you. Someone told me a story. Someone worked in an office. For a long time, someone would watch videos on their computer with their headphones on, but the headphones were never plugged in.
that wasn't me, but that
Okay.
sounds funny.
There was,
Wow.
yeah, and the video would always play through the speakers, and the person had no idea.
Wow.
They sat there with a video, and everyone, and
No one.
no
told
one
them?
said anything because the consensus was this person was not all there.
Wow.
A little bit of an airhead. A
They were
little
a bit how you going?
a bit of how you
A
go.
little bit how you go.
Someone like assholes. You're
It
supposed,
needs
you know.
to be.
you
You're
they
saying
should
it in
help
several
your
words.
How you
but
going?
one.
their
Yeah, yeah.
coworker out.
Okay, yeah. I don't know that I
Hey,
have
hey,
the you have the trained mouth
It's true.
power for it. I don't have
Yeah.
the trained mouth power.
The opposite of mouth power is what it is.
It was my
Extremely
favorite, it was my
lazy.
favorite band in high school was Mouth Power.
Opening for
Mouth
Guar.
power. Oh, Guar.
Ryan knows
Oh, that's
Guar.
right.
I have seen Guar. Have we not had this conversation before?
No,
None of us
it's
have
just that
seen
Ryan
Guar?
lives with Guar.
What?
He used to live with
or used to
Guar.
live with a Guar, yeah.
You lived with a Guar?
I lived with their arch nemesis, Techno Destructo, scum dog of the universe, man.
He's not
For
making this
8
up.
years.
Yeah.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, I lived my roommate was Hunter Jackson, aka Techno Destructo, and we lived in a house with a apartment, and we had a bunch of monsters and aliens and bags full of fake blood and alien cum everywhere.
But
it was
wait.
just a great time, and I really look back fondly on that.
But wait, the audience is thinking, you lived with a rock star? A millionaire rock star from Guar?
Well, Guar, for one, they're not a millionaire rock band, and they have about 50 million members that they have to divide all the money between.
Right.
You guys, Funhaus is a big ensemble. You guys get it, You
Yeah.
have collaborators
Yeah.
and stuff. So yeah. So he's not
So
a
okay, so
millionaire
in
rock
terms
star.
of Funhaus, who of Guar did you live with? Ryan?
I don't understand your question.
Who's the techno destroyer?
War hierarchy, or
Yeah.
in terms like obviously there's a lot of collaborators.
Uh-huh.
Is Guar a
But
flat
there's
structure
probably like
or
a couple people who started
Oh
Guar.
no! I lived with the Adam and Bruce of Guar.
Okay.
Yes.
okay.
James, what the fuck?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. What, you're third or fourth? You know, in terms of joining the gang. You know, I don't know
Okay,
the whole
yeah.
history. Honestly,
save.
Well,
That's
I
fine.
remember when Adam and Bruce got together and said we're forming Funhaus, and then it was like Ocean's 11. Third or fourth, they got to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you
and then
go.
I was in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were putting an engine together or something. We said,
Yeah.
"Are you in?"
The
I think
short.
I was driving a monster truck, and I was racing my friend who was driving a remote control car.
Right.
The short version is that there was a Dave Brocky had a punk band. Okay, he's the lead singer, and then called the X Cops. Hunter Jackson, he was making Star Wars meets Mad Max in his room, right, with all these
Okay.
weird characters.
Okay.
So then the punk band, Dave Brocky, was like, "Hey, we really like your characters, Hunter. Can we wear all your costumes during the show and whatever?" And he's like, "All right, well, I'm going to be your arch nemesis and fight you guys during it." And then Guar was born.
Got it.
And then the band was like, "Fuck our normal band. We're going to be this weird band with Hunter's characters." And then Hunter was like, "I'm going to build more characters for you and be your arch nemesis." And then that was the collaboration.
So it's like Gorillas, where Gorillas was like Damon Albarn was like, Blur sucks. And then, except I was actually listening to the Blur. He's, whatever, Blur sucks. He's like, I'm going to get together with Del the Funky Homo sapien.
I don't know
and
the
then,
Gorillas.
And the guy who does
background.
the art. And
Yes.
then that's going to be the band.
Yes, it'd be like if you lived with the guy who made the anime characters of the Gorillas.
And so, except that
Gotcha.
Damon Albarn was like, and that's it. I'm not splitting that cash with anyone else.
Well, he says, "I'll collaborate with one or two, maybe."
We'll let someone,
Yeah.
like co-headline a song with us. But what is this?
I
Is this
don't
Doctor Who?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
This is
really
Robot
know.
GTA.
Exterminate.
Dude, this is awesome. This is like bumper cars.
This is a
you
kill streak
in there?
from Modern
What are
Warfare.
we?
Get
What is
out.
the plan? How
gotta
do
says
get
get
out.
out. Says get the
we
fuck
shoot
out of
out?
there.
Like, what is the?
Listen
goal?
to the
Oh,
wall.
there's the
Lana.
teleport.
Is
Oh,
teleport?
someone-
Yeah.
you
Is that a
say?
teleporter?
Yeah, Tron's confused.
Can you go through that? Oh, maybe get out of the. You need to get out of the vehicle.
Of the vehicle? Got it. Okay.
And then run through the teleporter.
Oh, okay. So you're
Whoa.
not a robot. Dude, you
Oh,
are
right.
Tron.
This
This
is
is
cool.
awesome.
What are we
This is
doing?
awesome
What is
as
this?
fuck.
So it's supposed to be that we can't see each. Both
Okay,
teams
you're
can't
dead.
see each other. Oh, it is a
Okay.
last man
Alright.
standing, and it is
Now
designed
cue-
so the teams can't see
Oh
each other.
shit! So that's it.
Cue
for
the
you.
Daft Punk soundtrack. Rizzler, Rinsler.
Derezzed?
Cue
What?
We
Guar
watch other
meat
people
sandwich.
run, so you
Resler.
can't
How do you say
fall.
it? There it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's electrify them or something, and then it's over. It's a great movie, but whatever.
To be honest, though,
Okay.
to go back to a second ago, like, you know, you don't think about Guar and go, wow, there are an array of chart-topping hits. You think about the cool costumes.
That's true.
So,
Correct.
you know, Hunter was like a fucking cultural icon, in my opinion.
I agree.
I usually think of someone's breasts being ripped off.
Oh, I think of like
Hillary
Obama
Clinton
being beheaded.
in your, didn't you tell me about that? You went right during the election?
I went during there was an Obama and Clinton fight.
Okay, that
And
makes
then
sense.
I believe Obama ripped off Hillary's boobs, and then she bled on him, and then she cut his head off.
Yep.
I think
Sounds
I might
about
have
right.
seen something very similar to that. It was
And then-
definitely Obama was beheaded by someone.
That must have been their storyline for a little while. And then
Yeah.
they just go 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's blood everywhere. Yeah, when I saw them, I didn't know what I was seeing. I was just like, I have some time at this festival between bands. Gua, you say? And then went and saw them and was extremely confused.
Hell yeah, that's a
But it's
perfect
still one of
way
the
to see
coolest things
Guar.
I've ever seen.
I remember them being they were like the main plot point of the Beavis and Butthead video game for the Genesis.
Yeah, you had to
right?
get the ticket.
Yeah, the whole thing is they're trying to get
tickets.
tickets to go see Guar.
Yep.
Wow.
That's how I knew what a Guar was. And then I think they were on an episode of Jerry Springer.
Yes. Yeah, Hunter was the first guy to ever fight someone on Jerry Springer. True story, but it was a fake fight. You know, there was like
Obama.
him and Odorous Orungus fighting each other, but it's technically true.
Are these names of cats?
Odorous Orungus? He's the lead singer of Guar, ultimate scumdog of the year.
Didn't he die?
He unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
Yes, to the Valhalla gods
Right.
in the sky.
Now does this
If you think about it, this is really just Cats too. It's the sequel to
Right.
Cats,
Sounds like
absolutely.
it.
It's
He
very
went to
true.
Valhalla. Totally.
true.
It's just metal cats.
yeah,
true.
but I'm just is there like a a hierarchy here in the Rock Valhalla. So like, what's his name from Rush just passed away today? Neil Peart, one of the greatest drummers of all time.
Yeah.
He's probably top tier level Rock Valhalla. Lead singer of
definitely.
War, like
He's
he's maybe allowed to
pretty
visit.
high.
He's right at the gates, dude.
I would say he doesn't want to be in that
Okay.
shit, though, right? He probably wants to be in some sort of grimy, nasty part of
He wants
Rock
to be in
Valhalla.
hell, hanging out with Satan and just
Yeah.
Exactly.
sucking Satan's
And like
rock
Milli
and roll
Vanilli,
dick every
they're
day.
somewhere pretty low there.
Yeah, they're in purgatory where no one really remembers them.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They're still on stage while the CD's skipping. Even though I think one of them's still alive.
It just skips for
Yeah.
all of eternity, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this
Yeah.
is what we've done."
They might notice we're not really singing. Poor Milli Vanilli.
Poor Ashley Simpson.
What?
All been there.
Yeah, because SNL.
Yeah.
She was
Mariah
she
Carey
was
got
poised
done.
to be one of the greatest singers of all time.
Absolutely.
And
Is
that
that how we
little
feel about it?
Yes.
she just jigged her way off stage and
Yeah.
out of our lives. Career
we've,
over.
We've learned through human society, never jig.
yeah,
If
never.
things
Bad.
go wrong, you can shrug. Go, I'm sorry, but never.
Yeah, fucking own it, Ashley Simpson.
Yeah.
Don't jig.
Yeah. I mean,
How else do you own it though?
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing that jig is the right thing to do in response. But
This is what you do. You go, what the fuck is going on? Who's
Yeah.
playing that stupid song while I'm trying to perform?
you pull out-
Somebody fucked up here.
You pull out a picture of the Pope and you rip it.
Yeah, because all the headlines will be about that instead
Yeah,
of your
'Cause-
fuck up.
Yeah, because the headlines were, Ashley Simpson does a jig. All right, good. But they're like, Ashley Simpson rips the picture of the Pope ahead of time. Somewhat progressive if you say now.
it is interesting. Like Sinead O'Connor got blacklisted from her whole career because she ripped a picture of the Pope, but she was basically like, they diddle kids,
Yeah.
right? And they're covering for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close.
Was that her gripe about
Yeah.
I thought the kid diddling hadn't come out yet.
I know. I mean,
She knew about it.
I mean,
How does
Everyone
she know
knew
about it?
about
That's
kids.
I thought it was
suspicious.
just like, fuck organized religion.
I mean, when
I think that's how people took it.
when I grew up
Oh, no.
in a
Oh,
Catholic
no.
church, it was like, well, we're Catholic, but we don't do kid diddling. Like, it was still just kind of part of, oh,
damn
nice
it.
try.
I remember that happening because I was going to Catholic school when that happened, and then everyone going to school the next day going like, "Holy shit, what the fuck are we a part of?"
For some reason, I thought
What,
it was
Sinead
a
O'Connor?
constant. I thought
It
that one of
is.
the constants of the universes was really that everyone
Yes.
knew that they were kid diddling
Yep.
from the beginning of time.
I
didn't
had
realize
no
it was like an
fucking
announcement
clue.
period.
Like, what are we gonna do? Have sex with women?
There was a part where it became, I mean, like, as all things, people aren't just like, I'm going to be garbage for a week. They're garbage for a really long time. And then but that was the kind of thing where it's like, all right, now, for some reason, it's bad PR. Someone decided it's not okay.
Attitude change, man.
So close.
I mean, I'm glad that it changed. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's weird how it took so long.
Kid diddling out of fashion now. You can't do it anymore.
It used
Are
to
you
be
upset, Ryan?
used to be
No,
chic and
just
cool when
stating
Harvey
the fact.
Weinstein was overpowering young women in Hollywood. And Now it's bad.
Oh no, that's gonna explode.
The Harvey Weinstein thing, yeah,
Yeah,
it's literally
that's gonna
imploding
blow
on
up in
itself
his
right
face. Oh, I just need that.
Oh, but you
but
might
I
not be able
can't-
to get back in.
I can't bring Tool to car.
All right, what's our prediction? Does he go to jail or what?
now. What? No.
Weinstein?
I think he goes to jail, but not for nearly long enough.
Has he even
Really?
been tried? Like, is
It's
a
in the middle of it
trial
right
is
now.
happening
By the
right
time this
now.
video comes
Yeah.
out, it'll probably be done, right?
then
It'll be
they-
over and he'll be out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll
And
be
then
out
they
of jail.
summoned him to another court. That was the thing. They're like, well, it's looking like this one might get thrown out, or we're not sure where it's going to go. But then they're like, the day of his court hearing, they're like, and you know what? You got to go to another one. He's like, oh no! And then because he got back surgery or whatever, so he's got that little walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
I
court
think,
trial.
they're going to throw the book at him. I think he's going to get the Cosby treatment.
I mean, that's what you hope for. Yes.
Right. Exactly. I think that they're going to find him guilty, and he's going to go to jail for a long
But
time.
who is going to make these amazing Quentin Tarantino movies?
He just kept making it.
Oh.
The court trial that I really want to know about, that I feel like nobody's talking about right now, is what's going to happen to old Bobby Durst. His court date got pushed, and I believe it's now like this month
Bobby
or next
Durst?
month.
It's-
Yeah,
it's
Robert
The
Durst.
Jinx.
Oh, yes.
Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. New
What's
album?
going to happen to him?
Yeah.
That weird murderous man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
It seems like an open and shut case.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like
when
Killed
the
them
guy-
all, of course.
Exhibit
Yeah.
A through There's this part where he goes in a bathroom and admits it.
Yeah.
I read some fucked up stuff about that they chopped the audio on that.
Interesting.
Oh, they did. Yeah. But I mean, he still said killed them all. Of course,
Still,
they didn't chop that up.
it's to go like, oh, and then look at this raw footage of him admitting
Oh.
it. It's just kind of like,
Man.
it's like a little.
You've changed my
editing.
perspective.
Look it up, read it.
I like a good conspiracy theory. That's great. Is it like Homer Simpson though, being like sweet sweet can, when it's like you
The
can see
clock's moving in
you
the
see
background.
Yeah. Is this
don't know.
Homer Simpson on rock bottom? Where does anyone get this
Climb up to
reference?
the edge. Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
The Venus,
Okay, if I just don't fall, don't
Gummy to Milo.
Gummy to Milo.
Thank you.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, you think there's a floor there, but there's not.
That's a huge bummer. I knew there wasn't. I just
Sandwich.
tripped. This is a cool map.
This is a cool
Yeah,
map.
it's fun to watch other people play it.
We get tips for next time. It's
It's
very
cool.
helpful when we discuss what's going to happen to Robert Durst, known murderer.
He did it all for the nookie.
Just keep rolling.
I mean, he killed that
Gotta have faith.
that one guy who found out he was cross-dressing and admitted to like cutting him up into pieces while drunk and high.
Well, yeah, because they got. I mean, he did.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, but to be fair, because the way he sold it was they got into a scuffle. The guy pulled out a gun. In
took the
self-defense,
gun.
he killed him. He goes, well, I just did what any sane person would do. I cut his body up into a million pieces, put him
it
into
in the harbor.
suitcases, and I dropped it off in the swamp. And the jury went, yeah, right.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all been there.
Yeah.
Come on.
What else are you going to do?
I mean, he's a
I
man
can
of the
see
people.
it.
That's what I like about him. They're like, yeah, I'm part of a billionaire family that owns half of New York, and sometimes I just hang out in Florida for a little while, dress as a woman, kill a guy, throw his body in the swamp.
To err is to be human.
Robert Durst, the
Shot
people's
his-
champion.
Shot his best friend in the back of the head, but then sent a note letting people know that there was a dead body.
That was his downfall.
It's
I
actually
think.
very sweet of him. Well, it was his handwriting that was his downfall.
That was the thing. They're
and
like,
his spelling of Beverly.
yeah, they're like,
spelled
we noticed these two
wrong.
things are signed differently. They spell Beverly wrong. It's in your handwriting. He goes,
Spelled wrong.
He's like, I want to chop you into a million pieces right now.
and he basically he's old and feeble. He goes, stop wrestling with me.
Yeah, yeah,
Stop
yeah.
it. And he goes,
He goes, what? Is that a gun? Oh my God! And then you just hear the sound of chopping.
yeah. And he goes, Mr. Durst, please stop.
Red team's winning.
Yeah, by a
Team's
lot.
up. Well, no, they just won round. They just won that last round.
Do you know, because this is based off of Tron,
Great.
when they were building Disneyland Shanghai, they had They had a choice, basically. They said, do we make Space Mountain, or do we go something crazy and make Tron the ride?
And they made Tron the
They
ride.
went with Tron.
Have you watched Tron the Ride? It looks sick.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, why would you not do Tron?
Well, yeah, I
Rides
know.
on Space Mountain?
It's just great because when you think of Disneyland, you're like, well, we're building a Disneyland. You're like, there's a piece of history. There's always like, they did it in France and they like base it on the shot to the moon
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like there's some cultural identity there. But then they go, fuck it, Tron. I love it. It's great.
No, I would absolutely do Tron of a Space
Yeah.
Mountain.
You can go on YouTube and watch like a first person perspective
Yeah.
of it if you
Forbid.
decide that you can get out of the car.
Can you?
Yeah, you can get out. Oh, they
Oh,
don't.
no, they have a gun. Never mind. I don't want to get
Play
out.
cool.
Ah.
Oh, damn.
I shouldn't have done that.
Well,
It's a bad idea.
fingers crossed though. It's like a reverse Pirates of the Caribbean sort of situation where the movie inspired the ride, but then the ride's really popular, so then it inspires a movie. So we should make a movie based on that Tron ride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, they probably will in China. China's got all
Yeah.
kinds of wacky movies.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
Is there room for more Tron?
Yes.
Like, I don't remember
Yes.
where the narrative left off.
That doesn't matter.
We need to close that arc. This is like Star Wars. We need to close off the
Flynn.
the Tron arc, as
Yeah.
it were, and we need to move on to something else.
You're saying take Tron out of Tron?
yes.
Okay.
What's Cluedo up to?
Clue?
Isn't it? Is it
Cluedo in Australia.
guy?
It's Clue.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Cluedo everywhere but in the
Clue.
U.S.
It's Clue.
Clue.
C-L-U.
So yeah, what's he up to?
He died.
Well, let's tell his. I want to see Baby Clue.
Okay.
wanna
I mean,
hear
that's
what
Jeff
that-
Bridges still. We're still in it.
Yeah. Tron is the only one that isn't Jeff Bridges, right?
Correct.
Tron is not Jeff Bridges.
That's some actor's
Some
name
kid.
who also sounds like a Tron character.
That's my favorite thing. There is a man out there walking down the streets of America who they're like, do I know you? He's like, well, I was Tron. They're like, The movie?
Yeah.
Well, no, there's a character named Tron. No, that was Jeff Bridges. Well, no, he
Yeah.
wasn't Tron. I was Tron.
Right. And they go, "What's your real name?" He goes, "Bruce Boxlighter" or something.
Did you do anything else? No, just Tron. It's the only thing I ever did.
Well, he did the voice of Tron in Kingdom Hearts. And
They
then,
Of course
got
you
him.
would
I
know
can't
that.
believe
and then he was in Tron Legacy. And then I think he was in the
Except
Tron
that in Tron
cartoon.
Legacy, he was wearing a mask the whole time until the end, where they were like,
Well, no, he's an old man at the beginning. He goes, "Your dad's missing."
Don't take his prolific career away from him, James.
It's always
You
good.
did several Trons.
Could you imagine like everyone knows what Tron is.
Yeah.
No one knows who he is. Could you imagine having to live in
It's
that?
like, you know,
That seems great.
They got Daft Punk to do the music. You know, that's their lives. No one knows who those people are. They're just the
can
helmet
Google
There-
people.
there's like
You
pictures
can
of them.
do
They
it,
were in the
yeah.
homework
What?
album art. Yeah, you can see it right there.
I know
don't know
I've
if
heard
that's them.
stories about them going to their own concerts and standing in the crowd rather than playing, and then people are really pissed off because they went to see Daft Punk play.
I'll try.
It's fun.
Yeah. I want to see someone else hit play on the laptop.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Shaq DJing for New Year's?
No.
Alana, you should. What happened? You should find that video. I think you'd appreciate
Where
it
was
as
he?
a DJ.
What's he DJing?
He did like a New Year's party, but it's Shaq, who, by the way, like looks the size of 1,000 records. Like he's just giant. He's just a massive person.
So he looks like he's holding like a CD.
yeah. It looks like he's spinning CDs.
Oh, man.
And he's got this crowd, and he also like he doesn't even have headphones on. So he's like it's just like an admission of like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
And it's this I can just do
This
pretend to be
is
doing
this like
whatever.
Paris Hilton level or that Russian daytime TV show where nothing was plugged in? And they're
It's
just
close to
spinning
the
knobs.
nothing. It's closer to the nothing was plugged in.
Oh, okay.
They should get Sony to make special, like, extra large, like, tire-sized records for him to spin.
Oh,
They
just
should,
for
yeah. laser
normal.
discs.
So he's less insecure about his ridiculous proportions.
Right.
Doesn't he have a burger restaurant? or something
Well,
in LA?
Shaquille's is downtown. Oh no, you killed me!
Oh, man.
Man. Shaq has invested in many properties. along
Yeah,
the
I
way.
think he owns a bunch of, like, Wendy's and stuff.
Pretty sure he
Oh.
invested in Google early on, too.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a smart man. Has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Huge dick.
I could be smart if I had a lot
Probably.
of money.
It's true.
He's not wrong.
Related. Say your wife, sorry Ryan, were given the offer to have sex with like Elon Musk for $1 million.
Uh-huh.
Would you like negotiate? Would you consider that?
Does she, like
Plausible.
Grimes, also have to have his baby?
No.
And will she get his jaw implant?
And wait, and by negotiate, you mean I can maybe
you
ask
can
for
negotiate
more?
for that.
I have
Yeah, you
seen-
could like maybe ask for a
Yeah,
Tesla.
I'd say, all right, no, those
He doesn't
so
give out
5
Teslas, you
million
kidding me?
and a trip to Mars,
you
for
can
free.
negotiate again, but maybe like if there's more involved, then it's
Yeah.
like more than just have
He-
sex with your
The
wife.
answer is yes, I
Sorry,
would do it,
Ryan.
Alana.
But
he
your,
might,
your wife has to agree.
He might
She'll
throw an
agree.
autopilot.
Wait, who's having sex? My wife or me?
Your wife.
Oh,
Oh.
You're
that's gonna be
giving
tough.
away your wife to have sex with Elon Musk in exchange
Well,
for
wait, I
money
thought she
and
was
or
down
potentially
for
other
this,
things.
though. I thought that the whole
No, you
context
have to like
is.
discuss it with your wife.
I think
Well,
it's,
that okay. Well, that does matter.
I think it's hard to get that stink off. You know what I mean?
I've seen Indecent Proposal. I know how it goes. They
Yeah.
get together in the end.
Oh, there's a movie about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's literally a movie called Indecent Proposal with Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore and
Redford?
Robert Redford.
Oh, yeah.
Where they go to Vegas, they win a lot of money, they lose a lot of money, and at some point Demi Moore, if I recall, wears overalls, but that's it. Like jean overalls, and then
Hot.
Robert Redford, this rich guy, sees her and then says like, "I'll offer you $1 million to sleep with your wife or whatever."
So
Or
do
to-
they do it?
Basically, to take her out. I think it's to take her out onto like a boat with the expectation that she'll sleep with him, but he's not going to force her. But that's like the expectation.
Okay.
And so they accept the offer because they are like in debt because of gambling or whatever. And they go back and they're like, "Oh, we have all this money now," but then it just eats away at them,
They hate each other?
and they like it just like they can't recover as a couple from the circumstances of the.
But then it works
Damn.
out, right?
But then it works out at the
Because
end.
he got
Spoiler.
money.
Spoiler
Yeah,
from
'cause
that
they're
movie from
rich.
like 1993.
Yeah.
that was
Well,
a good movie.
I was confused by the trailer as a kid because the way it was made, it sounded like Robert Redford was paying Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore to sleep together. And then they're like, "How can we live with ourselves?"
Oh,
like
yeah.
I thought,
I'll pay you $1 million.
yeah,
to sleep
it's
with
sort
your
of
wife.
it's sort of unclear because it's like he's like, "I'll pay $1 million for you to sleep with your." I was like, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I was very confused. But then whatever The Fugitive played, and I was happy. So. Great movie, man.
They don't make many sexy thrillers anymore.
What's the deal?
The fuck?
Remember that Bruce Willis one? The Bruce
Mercury
Willis
Rising?
No, it's a Bruce
White
Willis
Men Can't
sexy
Jump?
thriller. It has
Oh.
like Color of Night.
What?
Have you guys seen The Color of
No.
Night? Oh my god.
That
I
sounds
have
made
not
up.
Is that
The Color
that
of
sounds
Night.
made? Yeah, is that real?
All right.
It's called The Color of Night.
I Color of Night is a movie that it was like one of those things that would just come on at late and I'd be like, what the fuck is
And
this?
it's not
Okay.
the next Batman game.
No, but it was like Bruce Willis is like hunting for
Oh, you did it!
nice.
is like hunting for like this killer that's on the loose.
okay.
And he's also falling for this woman, and they have sex in the pool. And so you know why I
Thrilling
watched
and
it.
sexy.
Because she
but
got a
it's-
UTI.
Yeah,
What's-
that's the thrill.
It's like
Yeah.
the sexy thriller from the 90s.
Uh-huh.
Now, this
I've
is something
never
I
heard
can't take credit for in terms of the comedy of it all. But if you check the IMDb trivia, it all looks exactly like it was written by the director defensively. It's like Bruce Willis had an amazing time filming Color of Night. He loved working with the director, what's his name or whatever. Like people often say, the people on the crew said that working with so and so on the Color of Night was the most gratifying experience. Like it's all this stuff, weird defensive
Is
stuff.
anyone allowed to submit to
Yes.
IMDb trivia?
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then everyone's
open
allowed to
forum.
vote whether it was interesting or not. So basically, I'm guessing in that trivia, someone connects Bruce Willis to the MCU somehow through his convoluted mess, and they go, "In some ways, this movie is related to Doctor Strange."
Like.
Well, no, it will say 1 out of 452 people found this interesting because it's just
Helpful.
Yeah. Well, I watched the movie Before the Devil Knows You're Dead recently.
I love that movie.
And it has 2 Aunt Mays in it. It has Aunt May from was it Sam Raimi, and then
Tomei.
and it has Marisa Tomei in it. And I was like, I wonder how far I have to scroll before someone loses their mind that there happen to be
Double
2
Aunt May.
actresses that just happen to be in a very popular franchise. Like, there's 2 Aunt Mays. There are 2.
Caps.
Years before.
And did it happen?
Yeah, it's in there.
Great.
But it was something like 20 people found this interesting. Like, it was like, good for them. Good. Wow, they found a connection.
I find it very interesting right now.
That is not
Just
exactly
hearing it
trivia
secondhand
for
from
that
you.
movie, though. That's my issue.
No, it's
yeah.
almost trivia for Spider-Man films.
It is.
If anything.
I mean, but I'm just saying, it's so far removed from the actual movie at that point.
It's for 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon enthusiasts
It's
who are.
basically what IMDb trivia has become, and I've been ranting about it for about 5 years.
Are you okay?
Elise and I went to trivia with friend of the show, Zach Anner, the other night, and it was movie trivia,
Oh, cool.
and we won.
No fucking way. Were you the only team?
No, there were 19 teams.
That's
Wow.
even crazier.
We won.
What was
That
the?
is good.
What was
That's
the
awesome.
crux? What was the?
It was pretty. We had. It wasn't just the 3 of us. We had one of his friends, 2 of his friends, but everyone had different pieces of knowledge. It was weird. We all contributed pretty well to different pieces of knowledge. There was literally questions about Andrew Lloyd Webber, and I'm like, yes!
Wow. Good timing.
But yeah, we won the trivia. It was pretty crazy. Now I
Oh.
can never go back, I guess.
Hell yeah. What'd you win? Congratulations, by the way.
Gift cards to the it was
the
a-
bar.
Nice.
To go back.
the bar.
What was
basically.
like the most out there question that no one else knew but you guys?
I didn't know the answer to it. One of the people we were with did, but it was 2 movies that were related in terms of like they had sports athletes that were animals, and
like
Air Bud?
Yeah, Bud. Yeah.
there were a lot of Air Bud questions. Or
Okay.
there was one Air Bud question, but there was
Like
another one that
trivia
I
night?
knew the
Like a
answer
lot.
to, which was MVP, most valuable primate.
Yes. It's part of the Airbud franchise.
But it was a question about these 2 specific movies and what animal was common in both of those movies, and the answer was mule.
And you knew
And
that?
you knew that?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
The
wow.
other guy knew that, but it was
Whoa.
not donkey. So there was only one team that got it right, and I believe it was our team because we put mule because the guy was like, it's mule, specifically mule.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Whoa,
Is that
is
connected to
insane.
the WrestleMania, which they ended up having to change the name of? The one we watched with the Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
That's
That-
just Russell Madness. I think
Russell
they changed
Madness,
it.
yeah.
that mule question is even more obscure than the AMA question, I would say.
Oh, all the questions. They were pretty tough
Absolutely.
questions.
Yeah, that's brutal.
They were
Did
pretty
you
tough
get them all right, or just most?
No,
of them?
we missed some of them. There was one round that was these characters all slept, but for how long? And then you put the movies in order from 7 being the person who slept the longest. To
In real
1 be
time?
who slept the least in the context of the movie.
Jesus.
So you
Gwyneth
had
Paltrow, like, sleeps a bunch.
Ellen Ripley,
Okay.
Okay.
Forever Young,
Okay.
Demolition Man, which I
Okay.
got to the year. Demolition
yeah.
Man, what was it? The Dead. Stephen King had a movie, The Dead something, The Dead Zone or something.
Zone.
Yeah.
I think so.
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Encino Man.
Man.
But yeah, so we had to put
Blast
them.
from the Past?
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, they
But
don't
we had to-
sleep.
Well, he
we had to
didn't
put
sleep.
them in. Oh, Captain America: The First Avenger.
Okay.
We had to put them
that's a
in.
smart question.
In order from the length that
Gotcha.
they were.
Interesting.
It's not like when so and so's like wife was in bed or whatever.
No, well,
Okay.
that would have. There's no way.
Yeah.
It was all like based off years.
years. Gotcha.
But yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure
cryo freezing
Demolition
is the
Man.
common
I was like, I'm
theme
pretty sure
in that
Demolition
one.
Man was 32 years, not part of the question. You just had to put them in order, and then they go, Demolition Man is number 4 with 32 years, and I was like,
There you go.
and there was a bonus question, which was how long did Philip J. Fry sleep for? Extra points if you can name the days.
What's he
Well-
from?
Futurama.
Yeah. Well, he falls asleep on New Year's for the year 2000, right?
Yeah, I don't know how long he's asleep for though.
500 years?
It's a lot.
I forget.
We got the amount of years right, which was 1,000. He
Was
goes,
it
he
1,000?
sleeps
Oh,
for
that's
1,000
right.
years, but we
Stupid,
fucked
yeah.
up because I was like, oh, it's New Year's.
It's the year
So we
3000.
went December 31st to December 31st.
Yeah.
Except that he goes 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year to me. Bing!
Right.
And then it
Damn.
bangs him, which means it was like 5 seconds after midnight.
Huh.
So it was January 1st, the year 2000
Gotcha.
to January
God
1st.
damn you, Fry.
Nibbler's there.
Nibbler is there.
Nibbler
You
is
can
there.
see a shadow.
Still very sad.
Nibbler.
Yep.
His dog is the saddest part.
That is
Right.
definitely the
and
saddest
his brother.
part.
Fry's existence is just pure
Very
misery.
miserable.
I think they
Amazing that he's still
revisited
so
all-
optimistic.
It's because he's his own grandpa or whatever.
Yep.
Spoiler: the Futurama.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
spoiled Futurama. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's a great show.
What you doing there, bud?
Bender met Hermes. What is this thing?
What you doing?
You
I'm trying to
climb
Tron
jump.
Party.
There it
There you
is.
go.
Yeah, I feel like if I
Nice
just
slow walk so
Yeah.
the cars can't hit you.
Good hips.
Sexy
Yeah.
Tron.
Oh, well, as close
Tron-
to you, you're running out.
Tron is sexy. That's why they introduced that Olivia Wilde character, and she's like, she's 4.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, why'd you make her look like a busty 27-year-old? It's like, because I'm a father figure.
I knew
Wait, she's
you'd
supposed to be 4
coming.
years old?
I mean, or like,
She's whatever that thing is, that trope where
Born
it's
Sexy Yesterday.
Yeah, born sexy
Yeah.
yesterday.
yeah.
Like Alita,
Yeah.
Battle Angel,
She goes, you're the first man I met, and I
They
love
did that with
you.
Wonder Woman even.
Wonder Woman. Yep, you're right.
Born sexy yesterday.
Yeah.
It's the ideal because then, they don't know you're a creep.
Yeah, and they have nothing to compare you to.
Yeah.
I'm the
Perfect.
only man you know, and I'm, by all accounts, perfect.
Do you
Yeah.
guys you remember that scene where Wonder Woman walks in on Chris Pine and she sees his dick?
Sure.
I wanted to splice that together with the scene from that King movie or whatever that he's in, where he shows his actual dick. So I was gonna it was gonna be the James Williams edit. There, as we all know, there's different versions of the James
Yeah,
Williams
show the
edit.
JW edit, please.
And so the only change in this version of Wonder Woman is that when it has that scene, it shows her reacting to his dick, and then it's a zoomed in close up of his actual dick from that other movie, and then it just goes. The
Very
rest of the
good.
movie proceeds.
Very good.
Still haven't seen that movie. I have a Netflix account, but I
You haven't seen Wonder Woman?
no. The Crusader King. Or
Uh-huh.
Have you seen Wonder Woman 1984?
You're an asshole.
Why did you say it that way? I don't like it.
There we go.
The song for that trailer keeps coming up on my music playlist. The Blue Monday, but
Oh.
it's cinematic score version.
Yeah. How do you think Orgy feels about that?
They don't care.
They're like, we already remade that song, guys.
It's our remake.
Yeah, it's from the 90s.
When's that movie come out?
I don't know.
I guess we should know these things.
Soon.
Yeah.
I just assume movies. I used to get fixated on release dates, and now I've understood that no, they're just going to come out regardless of whether or not
Yeah.
I know.
It's true.
Yeah, I could wait outside.
Whenever they damn want. Nice work, Adam.
Hey, thanks. I'm
There's a dead guy. Take this clue on your way, traveler.
You said clue? How do you fire there?
There's
I don't
this-
know how these work.
You have homing too, probably.
Yeah, I think
You
they
hit
do.
X.
Oh,
hit Y.
Why?
Shit.
Pull the
he
chute.
hit Y. Oh, come on. Oh,
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh! Get
Beautiful.
on your bike again.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Probably dead. Bike probably died.
This is not a good.
I think I
place
see
to
it
be.
out there, right? That's that green thing?
Is it?
No,
that's
I
a
think
med
those are
pack.
dead
Oh, that's
bodies.
a body.
I think it went behind you. I mean, you jumped off
Yeah,
and it
it's
kept
like
sailing.
Yeah.
it's probably around here somewhere.
Let's see. I forgot why Jax.
Look,
You
look
forgot
to the
why
left.
it-
Maybe?
I haven't
think
played
it's that
GTA
far.
and this is the first time I've played it this
since
year.
last
Once?
decade.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Man, it's been a whole decade. We won.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Oh, do I do the next one too?
Well, you started a whole new match.
Yeah.
Oh, dear
We had
God.
just finished
do
the
the
match,
next one.
and we were all quietly thinking that seems like
That's
a natural
probably enough,
stopping
yeah.
point.
Oh, sorry.
And you continued.
Sorry.
Here we are.
Well,
Wow.
Dun 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 dun.
how does it? Yeah.
And then it's a close up of his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it
wanna
look in
s-
the movie?
You want to stop there?
Yeah, I probably should.
Okay.
It's been. It's been.
Okay, so
It's all
I
out.
open.
Oh
Alt
yeah.
tab out. Tab out.
And
yeah.
then
Just play it.
yeah, move the
move the
mic
mic.
up to it.
Yeah. Audio up on the
Oh.
speakers.
Hey everybody, you're gonna get a behind the scenes on how we sync videos.
I mean, I can just.
Great.
everybody.
can't hear you. Now you can say it.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, friends.
See ya.
I'm just gonna let them play their GTA. Have a great time.
Mhm.
Enjoy yourselves.
It's like,
we were getting game audio. Not that it matters.
it's fine.
On what?
First stream.
Oh, that's fine.
Definitely getting it for.
We're still streaming though, huh?
I can stop.
Oh yeah, just hit.